You guys just play whoever you want, and I'll adjust it on my end. R.O.B Inkling is a very interesting matchup because, you know, R.O.B likes to get a lot of his combos with that Nair, but Inkling loves to challenge people with the Bear, with the Nair, and so if he can stuff him out, you know, all of a sudden, you know, R.O.B's game plan of, you know, stuffing things out, starting combos with the Nair is going to be, you know, kind of thwarted. Here we go, the sledge trapping situation gets the Nair, unfortunately doesn't find the right hit of the Nair, so it doesn't get a strong combo off of it. Yeah, and that Bear just... No, like I said before, he wants to get the Nair out, but it really suffers against characters that have a faster aerial that can like really contend again with that Nair in the air. Oh. I love that empty hop in the jab. Oh, down tilt into the down B right there, trying to catch the roll. I like that. Oh, wow, that was just a wall of pain that Banana Mage definitely avoided right there. Here we go, down tilt, into the grab. This is going to be enough. Up tilt, up air, barely avoids it. That was probably the last percent that would have not connected to. Yeah, I mean, up tilt, up there is just not going to connect to these percents anymore. Here we go, but the neutral B will snipe him out from the ledge right there. Alright, R.O.B is heavier, but unfortunately a little bit too high percent for the up throw up air to connect. Yeah, I mean, that's one of those air dodges where, like, if you don't air dodge, then you get put in a worse position, and, you know, R.O.B has enough position to just grab you, throw you off stage anyways. There we go, there's another bear. Super aggressive up air to avoid the ledge trap. Here we go. Ooh, that killed? Excuse me? Oh my god, and because of no rage, that bear even at 170 is not gonna kill. Go up tilt up air. I mean, my name is just really taking a count on this setup right here. Go, oh, and the up B, you know, finally manages to get the kill at almost 200% right there. There we go, manages to avoid the jab. There we go, gets more percent, but Banana Mage, though, really needs to find a cheeky edge guard if he hopes to bring this back from this stock deficit. And I do like that option right there going for the neutral B, but unfortunately the up tilt into up air, I mean, that up air is one of those things where you have no idea which way to DI it, because if you DI left, they can move to the right to switch up your DI, and then vice versa. So it's just super hard to read which way is R.O.B going to land on you. So good DI could become the worst DI. Go, stuffing him out in the air, but R.O.B is adept at finding these early kills and barely avoids it that time. Go, there, catching him, but unfortunately, Banana Mage really hasn't been able to start any strong combo strings right now. Go, down tilt, dash attack. I do like the option right there, just because Inkling does not have a hitbox on that up B, meaning that if he catches him going to ledge at the right moment, that could be a super early stop. Ooh, unfortunately a low bear, but gets punished for it. Can Banana Mage find this edge guard? No, he can't. Man, amazing tech option right there. Here we go. And catches the spot dodge with the bear. We can see that in a lot of those situations, Robs would love to go for a grab to, go for like down throw into up tilt or down throw to up smash, but, getting that bear means that he really can like see that like 2-3 steps ahead. And now that he has the percent lead, he has the stock lead, he can just kind of just sit back, chuck gyro, just throw out nairs because he doesn't really have to approach anymore. Up tilt, up air, and that kill! Oh, R.O.B is such a disgusting character, but raw F smash will manage to clean out that stock. Alright, gets a nice jab combo. It doesn't get the gyro into down or the side B. Here we go. No, I like it, it's damage, it's like 2%, but hey, like you'll take anything you can get at this point. Alright, there, and R.O.B has just been boxing Banana Mage out. Up tilt, doesn't quite catch the landing, and there we go. Yeah, not going to be nowhere near enough to really get a kill right there. But the jab, stuffing out the approach option from R.O.B. Here we go, trying to find the bear. There we go, this should be it. No, that was amazing DI. Alright. Here we go, there's another bear. Can he get the ledge trap? Alright. And there's the down smash. Oh no! Opting to go for a regrab and runs into the roller right there. So Banana Mage, he's down, but he is certainly not out of this game. Alright. R.O.B trying to look for this kill, but then gets the up tilts. Alright, gets the bear into the trip, so gets all this damage off. No, this is Banana Mage's time to make a comeback. Here we go. No, Banana Mage really killing him in the air-to-air competition here. But there's the nair, 170. Can he avoid the edge guard? There it is, avoids it, gets the roller. Is that it? That is!
Game.
No, Banana Mage, no, he was certainly at a percent deficit, but R.O.B is one of those characters where if you can hit him with aerials that are super quick, really challenge him, it can be very hard for R.O.B to land.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright. And I love that, using the splash shot to really call out where R.O.B is going to land with the nair. Unfortunately, doesn't quite find a whole lot of damage. There's a nair. Going for the ledge trap with the grenade. Yeah, R.O.B has to burn a lot of resources. Can he continue this edge guard? No, force him to burn up the fuel. Not quite enough. Here we go. Fair and a fair. And I love that, using the down B to cover his landing. Here we go. Avoiding the ledge trap. And you know what? Opting to get hit by the gyro. Like, you would rather take that than get killed by the up smash. And, I love that display. Playing a character where like, hey, if I pick a get-up option, I'm for sure dead. But, like, if I just take the hit, I can come back to legend whenever I want. Alright. This is the up throw. Not going to be enough for it to connect, unfortunately. Here we go. And catching the jump out of shield with the up air. Really bold smash attacks right there from Banana Mage. I wonder if he's going for that hard read just because he feels like he needs to get the kill. And is that going to be a bad move from R.O.B right there? Here we go. I mean, R.O.B had to burn up a lot of fuel just to get there, but makes it back on stage. I don't know if he was able to recover enough fuel to really make it back. And yes, all this edge guarding, really burned a lot of fuel. And yes, gets the forward tilt, and that forward tilt will be enough, When you're in that position where, like, you really feel like, oh, dang, I'm in the corner, that panic roll from the ledge. classic option to take and a classic option to cover for. There we go. Alright, up tilt, catches Rob into the bear. You know, all this ink damage, you know, really extended how much percentage that Rob took right there. Up tilt, up air. Good DI, you know, manages to avoid it. But the laser is going to be enough to send him off stage. And the up B landing just enough to avoid getting killed. Unfortunately, that side B will be punished by up smash. And, you know, Banana Mage, you know, really needs to find this extra stock to bring it to a game 4. There we go. Ooh, tried cowling it out with the up smash. Unfortunately, because the Nair starts below Rob a little bit, wasn't able to come out in time. And unfortunately, doesn't get the combo. No Banana Mage finds a quick grab into the landing F smash right there. And you know what? Been fishing for that the entire set, and you know what? He's finally gotten that gyro into side B right there.
Stop that rolling.
Alright, this is do or die time for Banana Mage right here. And you know what? I like how he was going for the splash shot earlier in his set with Flavor, right? Because he was able to force a lot of approach option. But Rob can kind of just say, nah, you can get your like 2-3%, and I'm just going to laser you for it. Or I'm going to charge my gyro, you know? There you go. And that gyro, like once it's out, you know, it's a super strong projectile. There's the 4th or 5th hit with the gyro already. Go into the combo. Can he extend it any further? Gets another fair just for good measure. And the S-Smash catching the down tilt right there. Here we go. Nice, catching the landing, with the bear. Sends him off stage, gets more ink on him. More ink means more damage. Avoids the side B, just like that. We were mentioning how, like, the more Rob has this ink on, the more damage he tugs, and all of a sudden, Rob's already at 100%. Down tilt, quick option. Opting to go for a super greedy up air to up smash. Unfortunately, gets punished with it with a super hard bear. Forward tilt, catches the double jump. Unfortunately, does not catch the air dodge right there. Can he get this kill? No, he cannot. Gets hit by the laser, but Rob is not at a comfortable percent. This is one of those moments where if Banana Mage can find his option, there it is! Banana Mage is saying, hey, I want to bring it to a game 5. Alright, here we go. Unfortunately, doesn't get the grab in the right direction. Doesn't quite catch the landing either for Banana Mage. Up till off the parry, it's an option, and it got him the combo, so he'll take any damage that he can get. Alright. Here we go. Banana Mage really sitting comfortably, not trying to force any approach options if he doesn't have to. Here we go. This is where we see, Inkling, using the splatter shot to kind of just then toss the gyro away. As much as Rob would like to throw out lasers constantly, unfortunately he does have to wait a little bit for it to charge up every time he throws it out. Here we go, the down smash will get the connection. Unfortunately, does tech it in time so that he managed to avoid the worst case scenario. And the final hit of the side B will get the kill. 81%. This is definitely doable for B-side to close it out for here. Deny the game 5. Alright. Gyro on deck. Avoids the roller. Here we go. Gets the combo. Gets the ledge trap. Here we go. Alright. Here we go. Forward air. You know what? Opting to pick up gyro. No, set up that wall. Here we go. Both players are really feeling it at this moment. No, really trying to avoid. There's the air dodge off stage. No strong ledge trap right there, but no, manages to catch the jump from ledge. Here we go. Alright. You can see Banana Mage really not trying to push his luck too hard. No, opting to stay at that mid-range. No, really have B-side come to him. Oh my god, there we go. Tried catching it with the air dodge. Unfortunately, doesn't quite do so. And both players are scrambling in the moment. But there it is! That should be the game 5! Here we go! Alrighty. Game 5. Now, will Banana Mage get the reset, or will B-side take it once more for UCI?
3, 2, 1, go!
Catches the landing with the grab. And there we go. We can see both players now trying to play that mid-game, you know, really not forcing an approach option if they don't have to. That side B will get punished, though. And unfortunately, the gyro really stuffing out this roller right there. Alright. Banana Mage says, hey, I am comfortable playing the camping game. I have gotten used to your range, to your burst options, and now every time you throw out an air that's unsafe, I'll be ready for it. And there we go. There's the forward air saying, hey, I want to bring this to a reset. I'm not looking for this game 5. I'm looking for this whole tournament at this point. Alright. Here we go. Down tilt, forward smash. You know, nice jab block combo. Alright, gets a nice little nair up tilt, catches the landing, and that will do it! No, B-side said like, okay, you know, you got that first stock, but I'm not going to make this easy for you. Alright. Both players really picking and choosing their battle. No, we see Inkling, no, going for a lot of empty hops in neutral at that about roll space distance, you know, really just saying, hey, if you want to approach me, right, you gotta contest me first. Alright. There we go. Both players stuffing it out with the down tilt. That down tilt is so stupid. That roller should be a disjoint, and you know, R.O.B just said, what disjoint? And unfortunately, it just jumps up 1 second too late, or too early. There we go, and there's the reset. Doesn't quite get the kill with the S smash, but here we go. But the down B will take that edge guard. Here we go. Alright. Up tilt, up air. Now, will he find this other landing option? He will not. Ooh, there's the air dodge. Can he get the ledge trap? No, he cannot. There we go. Trying to go for the side B off of the parry. Unfortunately, R.O.B just says, hey, my moves are too fast. That down tilt stuffing it out yet again. Here we go. Alright. Super greedy up smash right there. He just says, I want to end this, you know. Yeah, that's one of the really frustrating things about fighting the R.O.B is that if you shield the gyro, you know, he can immediately, you know, throw out a laser, cover it, and then he throw out another gyro. So it's one of those things where like you have to deal not with one projectile, but like 3. Oh, there's that down tilt. Doesn't quite catch the roll. Looking for an inside roll. Not gonna find it. Does he get the ledge? Here we go. And he gets the wrong DI! And that will be it. Game 5, we are going to end the tournament right here. Alright. Mage, randoms, let's go! Randoms! $5 randoms.
I was just trying to think because I was like, I know your disadvantage that is.
You want to hit us a random?